Thank you. My name is Warner Chabot. I'm the CEO of the California League of Conservation Voters, for shorthand CLCV. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight, our 16th Annual Environmental Leadership Awards. CLCV could not do the important work that we do without the support for every one of you. Some of you I've known for over 30 years, some of you I've met for the first time tonight. But I want to say that in talking with especially the new people, including the high school students that I just met, there's one thing that you all have in common. Every one of you is helping to change the course of history for the better.
This year's honorees understand very well the importance of building environmental champions. As we know, environmental champions don't happen by accident. Tonight we're here to recognize and celebrate several dedicated leaders who aren't leaving anything to chance. Rather, they're taking a hands-on role in nurturing the next generation of environmental champions. And now, I'd like to introduce the Honorable Nury Martinez. Nury is a tireless advocate for public education, working families, environmental justice, and human rights. She's currently the Executive Director of Pacoima Beautiful, an amazing organization working to empower the Pacoima community through programs that provide environmental education, advocacy, and local leadership. Through all of the organization's hard work to encourage and engage and serve the community, Pacoima Beautiful's environmental commitment stands at the forefront of their local community efforts. Before joining Pacoima Beautiful, Nury served as the mayor of the city of San Fernando, and yay, San Fernando, and she was also recently elected to the LAUSD school board. Yeah. She's an inspiration and a role model to California's young people, particularly young Latino women who want to make a difference in their communities. It's my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce Nury Martinez, our Environmental Leadership Award winner.
Thanks, Mama. It's a pleasure to be here tonight, to be recognized in the company of great leaders like Madam Speaker. It's truly an honor to be honored next to you and our great school partners, Green Dot. Thank you very much. But I would like to accept the honor and this award on behalf of the residents of Pacoima and also, most importantly, our hardworking staff of Pacoima Beautiful. I became the executive director of Pacoima Beautiful 2 years ago. And I've always told this to Marlene that, when I got the job at Pacoima Beautiful, it really allowed me to come home. I grew up in Pacoima. I'm a proud product of our public school system in Pacoima. My parents still live in Pacoima. And my environmental activism began long before I knew what environmental justice was. When I was in high school, when my mother got a job at the former Price Pfister site, which was a former plumbing manufacturing company. She got her first union job across the street from where I grew up in Pacoima, lost her job as a result of NAFTA, lost her benefits, her job, and her health care benefits as a result of this company leaving. But not only did they economically devastate our region, they left a site, a 32-acre site of waste, of contamination, and of an eyesore in the middle of Pacoima. And so who would have thought 15 years moving forward that I would be leading the organization that led the effort to clean that site up. So there is justice. There is a true movement in Pacoima, and I could not have done it without leaders like Marlene, like our great staff, and like all the committed residents in Pacoima that continue to make sure that environmental justice becomes a forefront of every single discussion up and down this state, to ensure that communities like Pacoima get their fair share, that children in Pacoima have a shot at clean water, clean air, and good schools, because that's only the human and the right thing to do. And we are committed to ensure that our kids, all of our children and all of our communities have a shot of having a just community, a fair community where all of these things are possible. We're just not an organization pointing out all the awful things that happen or have happened throughout the year, but that we're actually an organization that's putting solutions, that is ensuring that some of these zoning laws get changed so that we can restore our communities, to have nice, clean water, to have air that we can breathe, to have open space and good schools in our communities, that all these things come together.
CLCV has produced another accountability tool that we put in place for the critical governor's election. California leads the nation on environmental issues, and the next governor will decide what happens in California over the next decade. So our campaign to build a greener governor has been launched. It's online at greengov2010.org. Many of the declared candidates and undeclared candidates for governor are in the process of now defining what their platform is going to be. They need to hear from you. Go to our website, greengov2010.org, and you'll be able to find the platform of our candidates and be able to help participate in helping to define the vision of what California should be in the future. We're about to enter a very challenging time for this great state. We need good leaders. From the schoolhouse to the state house, we all have a responsibility to create who will fight for the pro-environmental future.